The following video you are about to watch contains adult language. Probably didn't need to say that, but I will, because just in case someone is bothered by that. Tacos. Boys, X, girls, dun 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 up something dun girls dun 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 fucking do that dun 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 dun. You know, sometimes when I sing, I actually use words. This apparently was not one of those times. Damn. Hey, hi-ho, and howdy, everybody. My name is Shannon Alshook, and welcome to Something Here on the channel. It is the darling in the Franxx episode 8. Boys, X, girls, dun 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 dun. I don't know what that means, but I also know what that could mean, and I ship it, to be honest. I'm not here to say that it can't be like Girls X Girls. I literally just got done recording Citrus. I'm all familiar with how that shit works to a terrifying extent. But I'm just saying, I'm biased as a boys who's ex girls. It speaks to me on a spiritual level. What am I talking? Headphones? I'm going to murder your very soul if you do not stay plugged in. And if you beep even once at me in this fucking video, I'm gonna eat your children. How does headphones have children? Why do I keep calling it a headphones? These are questions that were never meant to be answered. Hey, hi-ho, and howdy, everybody. My name is Shannon Olshook, and welcome to episode 8 of Darling in the Franxx Boys X Girls. And that's a little bit more like an actual intro. It is good to be here. Also, the timing is going to be all fucked up on these videos because I realize I'm recording this at like 2 in the morning on Monday, and it's going to take minimum 74 hours to render, so it's going to be... trying to make everything fit this week is a problem. It's always a problem. It's never not a problem because I'm me, and that just makes everything worse. Anyway, we're here to watch episode 8 of Darling in the Franxx. I love this show. You know I do. I really do. I actually adore every fucking moment of this goddamn show. It's kind of fucking awesome how much I've grown to love it in, you know, the time in which I've watched it, which has been some weeks. I would say 8, but I know it's been much more than that. Because I'm like 77 episodes behind. Anyway, yeah, no, so we're here to check out episode 8. In the last episode, what the hell happened? We had our beach episode. Something I didn't realize was actually gonna happen at all in the series, but considering how fucking great it was, I kind of am really glad that it was there, because it wasn't fan servicey at all, except for like those 4 minutes where I felt incredibly uncomfortable. Miku? Kokoro? Why did you do this to me? But it was really, really enjoyable. It had a lot of great moments, and I don't know if that one beats out episode, what is episode 5? I don't know if it beats that episode 5 or not, but it was fucking good. Also, it made me feel all of the emotions because it had a lot of Ichigo in it. And if you haven't figured it out by the first 77 times I've said it, Ichigo is the fucking best. And if you see differently, you're wrong, and we can't be friends except for the fact that we can be friends. But I will judge you because we both know I'm right. Anyway, yeah, so all that shit happened. We got introduced to the post-apocalyptic world, some ruins and shit. Kokoro found a fucking book, and books solve everything unless it's the fucking Necronomicon, but that probably wasn't the book she found. It said something about childbirth, which is not, to the best of my knowledge, the Necronomicon. I'm gonna say if she starts saying words and then fucks them up and unleashes an army of the undead, we're all fucked. Fuck, I need to watch Army of Darkness again. Anyway, Yeah, so let's actually get started with this. Other than the fact that, I mentioned it before, but I think this was supposed to be a week where I was going to try breaking into doing Facecam. Isn't happening yet, because I start work this week. Today, when this comes out, hopefully, it's supposed to come out the day I start working. And basically, that's timing-wise, it's completely fucked me, especially with the delays that happened last week and everything, so I'm doing what I can to try and make it all work out, but it is what it is. You know what it is. So yeah, hopefully starting next week, I'll try experimenting with that. Again, Citrus is going to be my big tester. If that completely fucking fails, don't expect Facecam, because you will be disappointed. Also not disappointed because that means you don't have to look at my face, which is a positive, I assure you. Anyway, yeah, so that's the thing. Also, one thing that I mentioned in A Place Further in the Universe, because it came up, the whole reason I was gone last week, through most of the week, was because I was going up for my mother's birthday on the 29th to help out and celebrate and all that shit. Funny thing that I learned over this week was that, was that the voice actress for Kokoro's birthday was that day, and because of that, I proceeded to learn that Kokoro plays every one of everything and everything I'm watching. It's fucking ridiculous. She's Kokoro in this. She's fucking Yuzuki in A Place Further in the Universe. She's apparently the fucking the Japanese dub voice actress for Ruby Rose and Ruby, which made my fucking brain explode. I don't know if she reprised her role in Cross Tag Battle. I don't know if any of them did. I don't know. If you know, tell me. But this is Darling and the Franxx, so you probably don't watch Ruby, and if you do, my man and or woman. Anyway, it's 7 minutes in. We gotta start this shit, or otherwise people are gonna start complaining. And by that I mean it's already happened. Oh god, no. We're gonna start. My fucking mouse is broke, so now I have to reach 9 fucking feet across the goddamn room to turn my shit on. Anyway, we're gonna get started here in 3, 2, 1, potatoes. Also, this shit is apparently happening. Thank you, Megazord. What the fuck is up with you? What the fuck are we listening to? There's something do to dump down. What? Shit is in English too. Ooh, some slime. Or is it? The fuck is going on now? Oh. I forgot we were in anime. All of a sudden. Are you trying to tell me you don't notice this? God damn it. You know, I was gonna talk shit about this being a really stupid thing for the, Klaxosaur to have, but admittedly, I mean, it's kind of effective, especially if you're fighting these folks. I mean, it works out. Use what you got. Apparently, you have. Jesus Christ, you. Please tell me you're. All right, then. We are starting off fucking strong. Yeah, it was interesting. All right. Again, it's one of those shows where, again, it's a very sex-heavy show in concept. So it shouldn't surprise me when it does decide to go places, but it does still. Because For despite being someone who loves that kind of comedy, I'm apparently a fragile little baby boy. I realize that anytime anything happens of anything in one of these shows, I'm just like, oh, well, now I feel awkward. I'm like, dude, you're 21 and you have said some of the fuckedest shit I've ever heard any human being ever say. Have you ever watched a fucking Let's Play I've ever done? It's madness. And bordering on questionable in every fucking definition of the term. My boy just got munchified. I could make a I just... her Klaxosauri sort of thing. Sterlitzi is it's a giant like tiger or lion. It's like a cat, and it's like it eats him, and it's like you could make a joke about. Usually that's the other way. There's a cunnilingus reference. Oh God, remember when I was talking about saying fuck shit? There it is. What's up, guys? It's true, you could have been in a bad way. I mean, that was definitely not the only reason, but that's a good point. Well, fucking A, there you go, my man. Lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree. Steamed ham. Oh, fuck. R? I mean, again, yeah, considering the... radically different, I mean, women's are like that, too. Don't you fucking even kind of pretend you're not. Obviously, this depends on the person, but I'm just saying... It's I'm not saying we're not worse, I'm just saying... Is that how that works? Don't you guys kind of have to be together? Oh, I see. We're doing this fucking 80s or 90s sitcom shit. Is Kramer gonna start walking up into this fucking place? And hopefully not say some incredibly fucked shit. And this was the day that Zorome died. Right? It's a perv bomb is what it is. Holy skippy bullshit, that was awesome. Just her little run was adorable. This test team. Again, definitely does not seem to be a big fan of these ape fellas. The APE, the tacos. They steal the fucking bath? I mean, God damn it. He's kind of got you. That's in the thumbnail. Not only is that the thumbnail for the actual episode, but that's definitely... That is a face she's got going on there. They got a point. Y'all fucked yourselves on this one. Oh, hey, look, they take care of your laundry. That's a positive. Not that laundry's that big fucking deal. I get the feeling, yeah, fucking Goro is the one behind a lot of this shit. Yeah, fucking using it against them. He's a smart boy. And Zero Two just don't give a fuck. Can I just say I love how expressive Miku is? She's just fucking just make every face under the goddamn. Stop it. Stop what you're doing. You are not Beskro. You can't be doing this. These are points that you do not deserve. Stop it. Stop it. Toying with my heart, Zero Two. I'm gonna murder this cord. What the fuck was that? It looked like an inhaler. So she was coming in to read, and he's in here doing... Again, it looked like a pill bottle or like an inhaler. I need to get a new inhaler, this reminds me. That's a nice greenhouse. I do find it interesting that you two keep getting cordoned off with each other. I mean, if there was anyone I would stick homeboy with, it would probably be her, because she has a fucking heart and he's kind of a tool. Also, which was something that was pointed out that I never actually took notice of, because I'm stupid, by my friend in the comments, was that they have the X and Y on their clothes, if they're depending on their gender. Motherfucker. But, you know, I didn't actually, for whatever reason, that never crossed my fucking mind, but that's a good touch, and I like it. Show's got all that symbolism and shit. Y'all gonna find some demons and shit down here. It's a terrible dark curse. Is that so? You never say hello to people? I mean, it is pretty fucking childish. That's dangerous. Because she pulls some silly, scary shit is what will happen. She's dangerous. Alright, well that's far too many dude asses that I needed to... Just in the wind, aren't you? Man just took a bottle to the face. I mean, you could, probably. God damn it. That was a hell of a smirk, too. I like this fucking music. It's all like Persona 5-y. It's got that jam-tasticness. I think it's... I suppose it's only fair. We got so much the half-naked chicks. I suppose the only place to go would be to go turn it around and all be fully naked dudes. Something tells me this bitch would be great at capoeira. That doesn't seem like a very good idea. Spontaneous letterbox. Can't say anything, but I got a smile on my face. Well, goddamn. How many of those fucking bowls do they have? Yeah, that was going to be expected at some point. That's a very good question. Well, I'm glad we're keeping an incredibly positive attitude. It's a very cheery episode so far, and you just bring the fucking room down, goddammit. I want shit that's irrational. I mean, it looked fun in a keep me the fuck out of it kind of way. Hmm. My man. It would probably, maybe leave a less than stellar impression. Fucking A right. Be some grown-ass men's and apologize and shit. That's the whole thing, yeah. Like, the whole world may be different and weird and shit, but I mean, you gotta put your trust in each other. You gotta work together and shit. Like, no doubt she's getting from the fucking book. None of y'all fucking exist if you don't. So, it's kind of how life works and shit. It's true. Again, y'all gotta work together. Alright, tone down the sass, homegirl. Oh. Please don't be something really fucked up or anything like that. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, they care about you, you little fucking goof. Oh my god, dark chocolate made his way over here. Fuck. Hitting shit. Hmm. Hmm. Huh. Yeah, I would have imagined so. Am I missing some shit? Goddamn. Yeah. You guys work together as a team or you don't work in life at all. Yeah, probably. But aw, that's kind of adorable in a questionable way. My man is just so into her. Dude. Aw. I did not know this, but now I do, and now I like lilacs. Those two are fucking made for each other. Alright. Hmm. I realize once again I hit a point where I just so fucking invested in shit. Does the fucking outro change every 5 minutes? I'm not saying I hate it, because I have liked the changes in the outro each and every time. This one's actually really dope. Not that the other ones weren't, because the beach episode was adorable. And the other one was just cool because it's fucking Ichigo in a hoodie. What do you want from me? Is the outro song different? I need to go back and relook at it, but is it different? It sounds different. Unless, again, I'm just dumb because the actual visuals is what throwing me off. There's definitely some fucking symbolism in that shit. And them ribbons. Some fucking red string of fate shit if I've ever seen it, except for probably not at all. I almost just choked to death. Alright then, let's not do that, Shannon. Anyway, that was episode 8 of Darling and the Franxx, Girls X Boys. And that was a fucking thing. Again, a very kind of, except for obviously some very specific moments, a very comedy-heavy episode. And I did enjoy it. Even in the thickness of the man service. And other shit. I thought it was funny. Again, I compared it to the 90s sitcom episode, and that's exactly what the fuck that was. Straight down to the duct taping the middle of the fucking thing. And again, that's a classic funny thing in the division of people, and obviously here it was the girls and the boys, because clothes melting goo, which again shouldn't get a pass, but it kind of does, because it totally worked for what it was supposed to do, which was to drive a fucking wedge kind of in between everybody. Again, it shouldn't make sense, but it does. I mean, like, I get why that would be a defensive or offensive weapon mechanism thing for them to have, especially if they know how fucking Franxx work and shit. If they didn't know, then that is a really weird thing to just spontaneously be born with, because I'm like, I mean, that's great for parties, but other than that, I don't know how that beneficial that's going to be to you, Sir Claxosaur. But I mean, you do you, good sir, robot, monster, demon, creature, dinosaur. So anyway, yeah, we got that. We get more and more of, the group together growing up and turning and realizing more and more about their stuff, with obviously them hitting puberty and obviously what that fucking means. It means questionable shit. It's also interesting seeing where people ended up standing on things, like, again, seeing 02, which... Okay, I have a problem, because this episode is doing things to me in regards to her. Fucking every scene she was in, she was the most adorable thing on the goddamn planet, and that's a problem. You can't be bouncing a basketball on your fucking head like a goddamn seal. You can't be doing your little hop and a skip and a jump, and her flips and flaps and floops and fleps, I guess. I don't know. I was just trying to use as many vowels as I possibly could. All over the place, and just... seeing her smile is really enjoyable, especially since, she has that incredibly, which again, you got to see earlier when she's talking about, like, oh yeah, no, your friends, you're all gonna die here sooner or later. It's good to see her not that way, and hopefully we get to see more of it, except for the fact that I don't hope it, because it's you be crossing these lines, 02. I'm committed to my blue-haired girl person. Don't you do this to me. Don't you test my faith. Don't you be doing this to the... God damn it. We got to see her join in, which, again, her line of, does it make me seem more human, or whatever exactly it was that she said, I really liked, but it also made me very sad. Because again, it kind of seems to play a lot back into that whole her kind of fear or dislike of people always, immediately assuming her to be a monster. Not completely without reason, but I mean, you get what I'm trying to say. And that is the thing is, again, then seeing him catch on to that, like, hey, she's happy, and that's fucking dope. It's as a person who, and again, I say as a person who, like, if you don't feel this way about other human beings, I believe you are referred to as a psychopath. But, like, as a person who always, at every possible opportunity, wants people to be the happiest they possibly can, who always was like, oh shit, you have a problem? Fuck, hey, let me help. I don't even know if I physically can, but I'll fucking do it anyway. Like, as the person who was always like that, you need a shoulder to cry on? Bitch, I am there tonight. You need, taco? I'd go get you a fucking taco. I'm gonna have to walk, because I don't have a car, but I'm scared of cars. I'm the shittiest superhero you've ever seen, is what I'm trying to tell you. I ain't got my own Iron Man suit. RDJ, can I have one? But yeah, no. So, I as a person who's very much that kind of individual, I like where Hero's going with his constant. And again, it does make me sad because, again, I love Ichigo to death. Just straight to murder. Just like, I will just murder her soul with hugs. But seeing him so willing to, take care of 02 and make her happy and do whatever he can to make her not be all like, oh, the world hates me, I'm a monster and shit. I can definitely sympathize and respect that, because I mean, I want that too. Again, I mean, I happy 02 is best 02. Did you see the fucking smile she had in this fucking episode? It's madness. It's maxed out my profanity meter by like at least 20, because it's like, fuck, that's cute, shit, that's adorable, fuck yeah, that's that. Yeah, no, so, in other words, 02, you are a monster because you're testing my faith. So that was all cool. Again, what the shit? How many fucking, basins, bowls, things did you guys have in that bathroom? I get that you're a communal group, but you're out your goddamn mind. There was too many of them. Y'all are crazy. I'd be running in there just like Nana, going like, what the fuck? Where'd you guys get all this shit? You guys spontaneously pull it from the darkness of hell? Like, how'd you... What? Did you guys go off and forge a bunch of fucking basins? Bowls? Basin be applicable? Wash basin? I don't know. Another thing is, y'all know I fucking love Goro, so him, being the one kind of... being the manipulative one on the boys' side, I thought was kind of dope. Like, oh, you wanna play with fire? Okay, game on, bitch. I liked it. And then of course we got to see a little bit more with Kokoro and Mitsuru. Mitsuru still, he's still him. So that's a thing. But I can respect that he was trying to stay out of it and just like I don't got time for this shit, even if he's kind of a sassy douche about it. Like, I get where he's coming from. Again, the right as we get in there, you see him holding something, and I'm gonna actually have to go back and relook at it after this episode so I can kind of see how much I can actually see of it. But again, it looked like an inhaler, like an orange inhaler. Or the other reason is I said like a pill bottle. Again, I got that because it looked like it had an orange base and then a white top. So again, it could either be like who knows what the fuck it is. I need to go back and look at it. But it was one of those things where actually no, wait, my mouse doesn't work. No, I was like, I'll just go look at it now. No, my mouse doesn't work. You won't fucking do that. But seeing that was definitely interesting. And of course, just seeing how him and Kokoro keep running into each other, and I don't know how much Homeboy is, caring for her in any way, but she seems to enjoy being around him for some fucking reason. They say opposites attract, which is also another amazing song, which I want to listen to now. You do it, Paula Abdul and MC Scatcat. Get that shit on, my boy and girl. Wait. Was the cat a dude? Probably. Yeah, he was, because he had a dude's voice. Anyway! Yeah, so that was interesting. Obviously, seeing Kokoro as well keep getting more and more interested in, you know, the book that she found, and obviously, you know, her kind of using that in the discussion later on. Again, the whole, like, well, yeah, y'all might not get along the greatest, and boys will be leery, and girls, you will too. Don't pretend you aren't. Fucking liars, the lot of you. But in the end, you gotta work together. Without each other, you're fucked. Or not that. If we're talking about you get what I'm trying to say. And again, without y'all getting together, as I don't know if they're aware of how that shit works. If they're like, oh, that's how babies do. But I'm considering the fact that Kokoro found the book and is seemingly getting invested in the concept of it. I'm gonna take it as they don't know any of that shit. Like, just have no fucking idea. They're like, oh, storks and shit. Like, we're like, Papa just said snap and there was a baby. Who knows? They could have some creepy fucking, like, Mad Max Fury Road breeding shit going on up in the fucking... I don't know. The fucking, 8 people scare me. I just assume the worst. And of course, we get to see just a teeny bit more of Dr. Franxx running and shit in the background, being like, ooh, let's investigate shit, and don't you dare fucking tell those old who's and what's-its about the stuff in the doodah and the dee-da-day doodly-dee, and I'm gonna play a banjo. That's not what he... I just imagine he would have a southern accent. My dude would sound like Colonel Sanders. Like a robo Colonel Sanders. 12 flavors and spices and shit. But, you know, I think I covered all the main things this episode. I don't think I missed too terribly much. You know, I dug it. I really did enjoy it. Especially the stuff with 02 in particular was absolutely the best. And there's a lot of symbolism and things to be learned and picked up, and like again the whole discussion, again the whole idea behind how the Franxx work that they end discussing, like that's, you ain't hiding what that's talking about from fucking anyone. But I mean, you get the point, and the show lays that shit on thick. And though sometimes I just miss it completely, like the fucking thing with the shirts, and I'm stupid. I guess the last thing I didn't mention was the whole, apparently, is it Squad 13, right? 13 was the ones that they ended up hooking up with in the previous episode where they're fighting the dude monster horned men fellow Claxamadoodle. I think that was their group, right? And it looked like, from what I was gathering from that scene, again, I felt like I was really confused at the start. Like, why the fuck is she freaking out? I think it basically comes down to, when they ran into them, there were significantly less of them. So they're probably dead as fuck. Which is a shame. It's never a good thing to see all the nameless dead people. But at least it makes you feel a little bit better that they don't have names. Piano. So I guess there was that. But other than that, I think that's pretty much everything in the episode. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I dug it. I don't think I enjoyed it quite as much as, like, say, the previous episode. But it was enjoyable. It was a lot of fun moments, and definitely a couple moments in there that make you think and make me sad. So that's a thing that I'm getting from this show. Also, apparently now we have to worry about clothes melting, Klaxosaur spit jizz stuff, and I don't know how I feel about that. I feel away. Chris, stop it. Don't you do this. Don't look at me. Anyway, so that was that episode. I enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, then go ahead and give the video a like, give it a thumbs up, give it a sweet and tender rub of the groin. I don't know what that means. That sounds weird. It's because it is weird. And now I'm whispering loudly. But yeah, no, so give it a little bit of like love if you guys enjoyed it. If you guys hated it, give me cookies. Don't give me a dislike. I mean, just give me, I mean, as you could, but I'm like, I'd take cookies instead if we get, just don't poison them or nothing. That's not great. That's not good for one's health. People frown on that shit. But, you know, if anything like that, you do you. If you guys have anything to talk about in the episode, about the video that I have made around the episode, anything like that, by all means, throw it down in the comments down below. If it's here to complain about the incredibly long intros, I am sorry. You are right. It's not good. But anyway, yeah. Talk about it if you guys got anything to talk about. Share it with your friends if you hate them so much that you want to use this as ammunition against them. I mean, I don't blame you. And of course, subscribe and stick around if you want to see more. But don't trust yourself enough to see them otherwise. Or don't trust you. Nope, you still won't trust YouTube anyway because they're god damn it. Anyway, yeah, so that's all stuff. I want to say thank you guys for watching the video. I actually really did enjoy this episode. I hope it doesn't come off like I didn't. Again, I have just a lower down tone at this point because I was trying to be quiet for other people, which Lord knows hasn't worked at all. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and I hope to see what we can see in the next episode because the show, even at its weirdest, never really ceases to, you know, be something that I really love, and I'm digging it. So yeah, I really hope I didn't give off the impression that I didn't like the episode or some shit like that, because that was fucking not at all the case. Anyway, yeah, I loved it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Toodles, doodles, and poodles. I don't know why that was what I went with. I mean, it rhymes, but god damn it.